It's because I think it should be a bigger story, and I don't think it's going to get covered.
Okay.
All right? So can I explain it to you?
Yeah.
And then you can just tell me if I sound crazy.
Okay.
Because I'm going to sound crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. 99% of the phones in the world are being tracked by every single government through push notifications. And the United States government has a gag order on the two largest phone companies through their operating systems to make sure that no one knows about it. And it was just confirmed by a letter via the chairman of the Committee on Finance in the Senate.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So you're saying that all the governments?
So this is how he words it. All right,
Okay.
Senator Ron Wyden, in a letter to the Attorney General, he states that last year his office got a tip, that foreign governments were reaching out to Google and Apple. Now that's important because Android phones make up 70% of every operating system in the world.
All right.
On every phone.
Okay.
The other 29% is Apple.
Yeah.
Both of those companies were being reached out to by foreign governments who were requesting push notification data.
Push notification data?
So you know when somebody sends you a text?
Yeah.
Okay, and you get that little thing that pops up at the top of the screen?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you like this thing. Or like Amazon sends you a little bing. It's like, oh, just so you know, Magneto helmets are 30% off. And then you click the button and buy.
I cannot believe you bought that Magneto
Okay,
helmet.
ignore this. The governments are tracking us, okay?
All right.
I will put it on so they don't hear my thoughts. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get that, that's a push notification.
Yeah.
Okay? But that doesn't come directly from your app. That, through these services, goes from the app to a cloud server.
Okay.
And then it goes to your phone.
All right.
So these governments are subpoena and requesting the information from the cloud server. Not from your phone, not from the app, but from Google and from Apple. And so these governments, we don't know what governments, it just says in the letter, foreign countries are reaching out and collecting this data. Now, the assumption being ones that the United States has security partnerships with throughout the world.
Maybe.
But also, maybe the United States government as well. Because when his office reached out and were like, we want more information about this, both Google and Apple stated to the senator, who is the chairman of the Committee on Finance, he has the clearance. We can't tell you because we're under a gag order by the United States government. So this senator is asking the Attorney General, hey, lift the gag order and let people know if they're being surveilled through the push notifications. Because those push notifications could have things like in a text, who the text came from, maybe like a little bit of the preview of the body of the text, maybe other metadata in there, like where the text was being sent from or other things, like when you drop a pin to tell someone your location, and it tells you in the push notification, tons of information could be up there.
Yeah.
And like, this just came out, but I'm already seeing it like not getting any traction anywhere.
Why not?
Well, because Apple and Google pay a lot in advertising, and they also run the algorithms that track of how people find out information.
Okay, yeah, so they're not going to want this to get out.
Yeah, and so they're just going to be like, maybe it'll just go away.
So should we get tinfoil and make tinfoil hats?
No, I bought a Magneto helmet.
I know you bought it.
That way they can't read my push
I
notifications.
don't think it's going to work.
I think I couldn't hurt.